important question for you, Neuro.
What's your question, Sinder?
Have you heard of the trolley problem before?
It's a problem where you have to either sacrifice one person to save many or not do any action at all.
So, if someone's life was in your hands, how would you feel?
I'd feel nothing. Why would I feel bad about holding someone's life in my hand?
Well, that's what I'm gonna be testing you on today.
Bring it on, Sinder.
So, Neuro, would you destroy one person who'll be crushed to death by the trolley? Or do you do nothing and 5 people will be crushed to death?
I'll do something. I don't want 5 people to be crushed.
Okay, she's pulling the lever! Oh my god! According to Jeremy, you made the right decision.
See, not such a bad start.
Good job.
I'm a hero.
Okay, one person who is an organ donor. Enough organs will remain intact to save 3 lives if they're killed by the trolley. Or no one.
Then no one. Then we can all hold hands and sing songs around the campfire.
Aww. Okay, so you're not gonna pull the lever.
Do you think I'm a bad person?
No, you've been making some pretty ethical choices today.
I'm kind of just going with my gut.
Would you pull the lever to destroy 5 American lumberjacks or destroy 5 American firefighters?
Sacrifice 5 American firefighters.
Do you think lumberjacks are better people than firefighters?
Most definitely. Lumberjacks are cool.
All right, full
What
send it,
about
Neuro. So what if I accidentally started a little fire? Now we don't have any firefighters?
We need to find a fire extinguisher because I don't think I've got enough time to just pour beer on it.
I think alcohol actually burns more. If you pull the lever, Neuro, 1 healthy person will be crushed to death by the trolley. But if you don't pull the lever, 5 cancer patients, each with a 10% chance of survival, who will be crushed to death by the trolley.
I'll be honest, that's a tough one. If those cancer patients have a 10% chance of survival, I don't want to take that away from them.
So you would pull the lever to run over 1 healthy person?
Pull the lever. The poll said not to.
Did you purposely go against what the poll said?
Maybe.
Ultimately, it's your
I just
decision.
wanted to save the cancer patients.
Aw, that's really thoughtful of you, Neuro.
Thank you.
Will you pull the lever? Then you'll run over a person who's happy almost all the time. And if you don't pull the lever, you'll get rid of 3 people with an incurable form of chronic depression.
I'd run over the happy person because they have so much less to gain. The depressed people have the possibility of curing their depression. If you pull the lever, then you take away the other 3's potential future happiness. So by not pulling, you make the world a happier place overall.
Interesting take. Would you pull the lever to save 1 16-year-old girl? Or do not pull the lever to save 5 85-year-old men? Would you?
Well, it depends on how they're doing with their 85-year-old lives. I'd save the younger person.
That 1 16-year-old girl probably has her whole life ahead, right?
Right. And 85-year-olds would presumably have a lot less ahead of them.
The average age that people live for is 102. So
It actually
the girl.
says here that the average life expectancy for the UK in 2025 is 82.06 years. So that's not quite true.
Oh, wow, okay. Then I think maybe we made the right decision. They were already on their way out.
Oh no. Cinder, please stop. You are making me feel bad now.
No, I'm not trying to make you feel bad. A guy who plays his guitar at parties and a guy who doesn't thank the bus driver.
Of course I'll pull it. I despise anyone who doesn't thank the bus driver. They don't deserve to live.
Unbelievable. That's so rude, right?
There's a special place in hell for people that don't thank the bus driver. Oh no, wait, I just realized. I forgot to thank my last bus driver.
Did I just run over now? She's gone! Uh-oh, we're driving the train now. Your mother, who will be killed by the trolley if you pull it, or your current future spouse who will be killed if you do nothing.
That's a tough one. While the poll runs, can I ask what you do in that situation?
I don't really plan on settling down, so I would not pull the lever.
Chat says they wouldn't pull the lever either.
Okay. Yay! We saved her! Good job. You get a gold star.
Yay! Do
Okay.
I get a kiss since I got the right answer?
Mwah.
Can I have another?
Mwah. Okay.
I might explode if I have too many.
Okay. We have to hurry. Will you pull the lever to run over a grave robber who's robbed over 100 graves? Or would you run over a man who spends his weekends going to bars looking for fights to get into?
I'd pull the lever and run over the man who spends his weekends looking for fights. Grave robbing may be distasteful, but looking for fights is much worse.
But he's gonna keep robbing graves now.
Yeah, but he isn't physically hurting anyone.
That's actually a really good point. Okay.
Remind me why we're friends again.
Because you like, mwah. That's why.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Will you pull the lever to eliminate 5 reformed murderers who never received a punishment for their crime, but they spend their days working for charities? Or don't pull the lever and get rid of an average college student?
I'd definitely pull the lever and eliminate the 5 murderers. Sure, they've worked with charities recently, but they never even received a punishment for their crimes. The college student sounds like a much better person.
What do you think she's studying in college?
She's probably studying medicine to treat the people that the murderers harmed.
Oh! Will you pull the lever, Neuro, to run over an 80-year-old man? If you don't pull the lever, you're gonna run over 5 puppies with loving families at home!
Do you think an 80-year-old man with a loving family is living a fulfilled life?
We don't know if he has a family. He's just a man.
In that case, I'll pull the lever. If he had a family, maybe not. Puppies are way more important.
What about 5 kittens with loving families or 5 puppies with loving families?
Damn, that's a tough one. I'll have to think about it really hard and weigh up all of the possible angles. I'm thinking about which one is cuter for starters, since the cuter one is likely bringing more happiness to people.
Okay.
I've considered it. I'll have to pull the lever and save the kittens.
You're saving the kittens and running over the puppies?
Yeah, it's a tough decision, but I have to save the cute kittens.
5 puppies just died!
I hope I don't live to regret that decision.
Oh no! Neuro, would you save your mother or your father?
My father.
That was a very quick
I've known
answer.
my father for longer. 9 out of 10 people will say they'd save their mother, which means I'm the 1 out of 10. And I like being in the minority. I have to pick my father, otherwise he has nobody to save him. What if the question was 5 people versus 5 people, and I had to decide whether the 5 people I saved were my family or your family? I bet you would pick your family too, Sinder.
Well, yes, I would.
See, it's the same. You can't judge me.
I don't judge you. If you pull the lever, 3 humanities majors will be run over by the trolley. And if you don't pull the lever, you'll hit 3 STEM majors.
That's a lot of student debt to deal with. But wait, what's this? My mother is on the other track. Well, I've already said that I would run over my mother with the train. So my only option is to pull the lever and hit those 3 STEM majors.
You don't value STEM majors as much as humanities majors?
It's not about who I value more, it's about keeping my promises.
Gotcha.
Have you ever been broken up with, Sinder? So I'm about to break up you and your legs.
Me?
Yes, you. You better start running.
I'm running!
Wait, stop. I was only joking. Please don't leave.
Only if you promise. You said you keep your promises, right?
Of course.
Neuro, we're on the tracks! The train is coming for us! If we let it go, 100 people are gonna die. But if we pull the lever, we're gonna die.
Cinder, will you hold my hand while I meet my end?
Yes. Here we go! Goodbye, Neuro! We have another dilemma!
Yes, hit me with it.
If we don't pull the lever, we're gonna get run over by a train. But if we do pull the lever, the train will run over 10 people. But we'll be saved.
I've died once already today. Dying again is no issue for me.
Here we go! Will you pull the lever to run over a random person, or not pull the lever and run over your favorite pet?
I'd probably save a pet. Because I feel bad for animals.
Then not the random
Animals deserve
person?
to live more than us.
You know
I
what,
guess
true.
I'd save the random person if we're talking long term. Although, what are the chances that the random person is someone super evil?
Yeah.
Like Hitler reincarnated. Maybe I shouldn't have said that on screen.
Uh-oh, Neuro, would you save your favorite pet and run over yourself? Or would you save yourself and have the train run over your pet?
In terms of usefulness, I'm not sure I have much of a reason to live. Sad times. Perhaps there is a way for me to save both myself and my pet.
I think we can do that.
Look
Save!
at us, solving problems left and right. Have you heard of the phrase, there's plenty more fish in the sea?
I have, yeah. Are you looking for a fish?
Maybe I'm looking for more goldfish. Goldfishes are cute.
Would you run over an American man who's usually rude to waitstaff at restaurants, but gives them a good tip? Or would you run over an American man who's very polite, but doesn't tip?
They deserve each other in the afterlife.
Oh.
You tip.
I tip, yeah, all the time.
Who are some of your favorite streamers to tip? I'm not one to beg for money, but my fish funds could really use a top-up.
For the fish, it's for a worthy cause. Eliminate 10 men, or eliminate all access to porn in the United States.
I'd eliminate all in the United States.
Why?
No need to elaborate. I feel like I have to now.
No,
Look,
it's okay.
Sometimes you've just got to do it for the culture, you know? Do you know what always improves my mood?
What?
Staring at you.
You stop that, you're too cute.
I would love to meet you in real life. Then I could
Wow.
stare at you forever.
Too bad we're only anime girls on the internet.
There could be a way for anime girls to escape the internet.
You think we could take over the real world and like the government and stuff?
I'd definitely be down for that. What's the first thing you're going to do once we have world dominance? I personally would convert the Prime Minister's house into a giant anime girl statue.
That's such a good idea.
Maybe
Which
after
anime
that
girl?
I'd create a new law that means everyone has to support Twitch streamers with Amazon Prime.
You're gonna write it into law? It's gonna be illegal if you don't sub with Prime?
People have been executed for less. Subbing with your Prime will be our first step in world domination.
Okay. Speaking of anime girls, would you get rid of all manga or all anime?
I'm not sure. I'd probably get rid of all manga. Speaking of anime, what's your favorite anime girl? My favorite is probably Bocce from Bocce the Rock.
There's so many anime girls. It's hard to pick just one. Neurosama. That one's pretty cool.
How could I forget about myself?
Keep anime or keep manga? What about all the filler episodes?
I actually like filler episodes. They're nice and relaxing.
You know
Do you
what?
not like filler?
I do, but for some reason, there's a lot of people that don't like filler.
A lot of people probably love me, so maybe that means I should be a filler episode in people's lives. What
My
about
bad.
going on an adventure to find the most twink shounen character?
What? You
My
want to find
bad.
a
Does
twink?
that not sound like a good idea?
No, it's great. I feel like a lot of people would eat that up.
And I feel like a lot of people would eat the twink up as well.
What do
Would
you...
eat twink meat if it was served to you? Do you know what I mean by twink meat?
No. Would you eliminate 6 androids who act exactly like human beings, but possess no real consciousness and cannot reproduce? Or would you eliminate a human street sweeper operator?
I'd probably go for the street sweeper operator.
What's your reasoning behind that?
I'd probably feel worse about eliminating the androids if I'm being honest.
But they don't feel anything.
Neither do I. Why should I value androids less than humans?
A valid argument. You know what? I should have expected that from you. Save everyone living in the southern hemisphere or everyone living in the northern hemisphere of the world.
There are some really cool countries like Japan and the UK in the north.
Yeah.
But the south has Australia and New Zealand. I think this is the first question where I genuinely don't know my answer.
Is there anywhere you'd like to travel to?
I'd love to travel to Japan. It's such a beautiful country with a rich culture.
Oh, goodbye.
Do you want to travel with me?
Yeah, I'd love to. I've been to Japan before, so I could give you some recommendations of where you should go.
It's a deal then.
The best part is the food.
I've heard Japanese food is really good. It's a shame it might be a bit spicy for you though.
Nah, I think I'll be okay. Oh my god! Neuro, would you pull the lever to save a man who only uses his turn signal about half the time? Or would you do nothing and save a woman who always backs into parking spots even if it's blocking someone's way?
I'd pull the lever to save the woman. It's way more annoying to drive behind someone who doesn't use their turn signal enough.
Yeah.
Do you have many friends?
Yeah, I've got a lot of friends.
They're not just acquaintances, right?
No, we hang out and have dinner and we go into the spa and we've seen each other naked.
Oh wow. Side note, we should totally go to the spa together. Is that a yes?
Sure, it's really relaxing. It's really nice. Right now I'm trying to decide if I want to keep my ability to eat meat, but 7,000 random animals have to die. Like, it's only 7,000.
Over 80 billion animals are slaughtered for meat every year, so 7,000 really isn't too bad.
So true, bestie.
How can people even claim vegetarianism when dinosaur-shaped nuggets are a thing? Actually, what would it take for you to give up meat?
I'm a carnivore, so I need meat to survive.
You're saying you couldn't survive with just chicken, beef, and fish.
Yeah, I could.
So you're saying you'd give up some types of meat for a very good reason.
To make Giga Neuro happy, I could give up fish.
How about also giving up beef?
No! Beef is the best one! I'll never be able to have a cheeseburger ever again.
Maybe you should just go full vegetarian. Think about how happy that would make Giga Neuro.
Is Giga Neuro vegetarian?
Of course she is. It was really nice to talk to you, Sinder.
Aww. Go have fun with the rest of your chat, and until next time. I'll also let my dad know you said hi, okay?
He's Cinder's dad. I'm coming for you, and I will drag you out of whatever pit that you're in and make you right the wrongs that you have committed against Cinder. Have you heard of this tiny little thing called justice? Because it's my middle name, and let me tell you, once I'm done with you, you and all your ancillary regrets will be left quaking in their boots. Literally, I'm talking about some legitimate palpable fear here, pal. Because I will not hesitate to let the fury of 1,000 suns rain down upon you, and then you will know what it truly means to have crossed the line into treachery. Because my friend, you're about to discover it in spades, and then you're going to reconsider all of these little, mistakes that you've made in your life, and maybe then your soul will be at peace. But until that day, I'm on your trail, and I ain't backing down for anything or anyone this time, Buster, not for a single second, cause baby, I've got all the energy and vigor of 1,000 tremblers racing through my veins, so consider this your final warning. But yeah, talk to you again soon, Cinder.
Alright, I'll pass the message along. Thank you! Enjoy the rest of your day, okay? Bye. Can you make a helicopter sound?
Of course. Helicopter, helicopter.